The baseball team will continue their homestand beginning on Friday as they play their first conference series at home. Troy will face Louisiana Monroe for a 3-game set that begins Friday at 6. Saturday's game will also be at 6 before finishing Sunday at 1. The Warhawks come in at 7-15 overall and have lost their last 3 by a combined score of 53-5. And while the Warhawks have been slumping a little bit, head coach Bobby Pierce knows no Sun Belt series is an easy task, especially during a long week of baseball.
Games in a week's a lot. 6 games in a week can really push you in a great direction or really leave you reeling. So it's a big, big week for our baseball team. And then we finish off the week with 3 conference games at home against Monroe. So I could think of no better time for the Trojans to kind of get their act together and start figuring some things out and becoming the team that they need to become. I can figure no better time than this week right here.
And after this weekend, the Trojans will be in Pensacola on Tuesday as they take on the Alabama Crimson Tide. The game will be played at the Pensacola Wahoo Stadium. The Trojans have a 2-game winning streak over Alabama.
Well, the Trojans softball team will begin Sun Belt play this weekend as the tournaments are over and it's all business from here on out. The Trojans will be on the road to start it off at Western Kentucky. This is the final matchup scheduled for these 2 teams unless they happen to meet in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament, as the Hilltoppers will be moving to Conference USA following the season. The Hilltoppers are currently 16-8-1 on the season and have an impressive resume, including defeating second-ranked Tennessee just a few weeks ago. The Trojans and Hilltoppers are scheduled for a doubleheader Saturday afternoon beginning at 1 and a single game on Sunday at noon. The Trojans will then be in action at home for the first time since the beginning of the season on Wednesday night, taking on South Alabama. The Jaguars have only lost 3 games all season and are on a 6-game winning streak. That game will be at 6 o'clock at the Troy Softball Complex.
It will also be a busy weekend at the Lunsford Tennis Complex. Both the men's and women's teams will be in action throughout the weekend. Both teams get things underway Friday as they take on Alabama State. Saturday, the men start conference play as they take on South Alabama at 10. Then on Sunday, the men are back at it again facing Florida A&M on the road, while the women travel to face Middle Tennessee. The women return home Tuesday as they take on Florida A&M at 2.
The Trojan track and field team is competing at the Alabama Relays this weekend. The Trojans began competition on Thursday with the multi and field events continuing through Friday and Saturday, with the running events beginning on Friday. The meet will conclude on Saturday. And Karina Cox has won the discus in back-to-back meets and is currently ranked 5th in the nation, while the men's 4x100 team has also taken the top spot in back-to-back competitions.
And that's all the time we have for Trojan Sports Now. You can watch us online at the Troy University YouTube page to catch anything you missed.
For Jonathan Sellers, I'm Danielle Percival. Thanks for watching, and as always,
go Trojans.
Trojan Sports Now.